Hey, what is up, you fuckers? It's your boy Andrew from Project Rogue coming at you today with another script breakdown. In this series, we break down the systems that are live within Project Rogue, we show you how they work, and we show you some core functionalities of the script. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right in today's video. In today's episode, we will be sitting down with our brand new job application system, which allows players to apply for jobs without ever accessing Discord. This not only enhances the roleplay in the city because everything is done within the city's parameters, but also keeps everything nice, organized, and clean for your players. Without further ado, let's go ahead and break down this script. To get us started, I simply want to show you guys that I do not have a job right now, so I am off duty and I'm unemployed currently at this time. Players will go to whatever desired business that they want to apply for. These are typically jobs that have a boss and his player ran. Approaching the application station, you will third eye it, and then that will access the context menu. The system is very easy to understand. If you access a system, you can check the status of your app, or you can apply. Hitting apply will then open up the application where you will see all of the questions of this app. All of these questions that you are seeing were set up by me, which was the boss of this job. You can have text boxes or check boxes depending on the question that you want to ask the player. And on the left hand side, it gives a nice player card where you can see your name, your date of birth, your phone number, and your sex. The logo is decided by the boss, and they can choose whatever logo is displayed on their application. Once the player has finished with the application, they can hit submit and yes, and that will take them to a capture your image where you can take a picture of yourself to include with your application. If you want to hit retake, it will let you retake your picture for a better angle of your sexy self. After the player hits submit, they are completely done with their application process. If players have not heard back from the job in a reasonable amount of time, they can return to the application center where they can check the status of their application. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like if you are a boss or a manager at one of these locations. The player will third eye the management spot and they can see who has applied for this application. Here we can see that Tony Marino has applied, so we can view it, and now we can see who has applied. We can see their phone number, we can see a picture of them, and we can see all of their answers. Now in this scenario, this is where the role play would come in. You would then copy their phone number, you would contact the player and have an interview with that person. After conducting that interview, if you want to accept or decline their application, you would then do so. If we want to, we can turn off recruit mode or turn it on depending on if we want to accept applications or not. If we were to walk up to the application center now that we have turned it off and we try to hit apply, we'll see that we're not accepting applications anymore. Also, if a player visits the application center and checks the status of an app and they do not have one, it will just tell them that they don't have an app. Now that we have accepted Tony's application, he can then visit the application center and check the status of his application. If we check it, we can see that we can accept or reject the offer of employment. If the player does hit accept, it will automatically hire that player to the job at the lowest level. Here you can see that I am now part of the LCSO and I now have a job with them. Now that we have showed you the basics of the player-to-player interaction and how they interact with this, let's show you what the boss needs to do to set up their applications. Here you can see I cannot access this if I'm not a boss, so let me go ahead and set myself the boss of Uwu here, and now we can access this. They can either view the applications, turn on and off recruit mode, they can also manage their application. Here you can see I cannot turn on recruit mode because I have no application made. Now let's go ahead and hit manage application and start an application form. Hitting the plus icon will start your first question. Here we can either decide if it's a checkbox or a text box, along with of course inputting our question text. Bosses and managers can decide however many questions their form is. This really tailors the experience due to the fact that government jobs would have more questions than probably a fast food place. After you have added your questions, simply hit save and that will save the document. Next, let's go ahead and add a description to our document. This is displayed when the player hovers over the apply button on the context menu. They will then hit save description and move on to the next form. Now we can upload a logo to our form. This will allow the application to have uniqueness and its own personality. Here I've uploaded an Uwu logo and now that will display on the application. Let's go ahead and hit save and turn on recruit mode. That means that we will accept accept applications or not. Always remember to have that open if you do want to accept applications for your business. Now that we have that all set up, if we go ahead and hit here and we go to the apply button, we will see the description is now right here and the form is all made on the fly and it's synced perfectly without ever having to skip a beat. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our brand new job application system and breaking down the mechanics a little bit for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button and drop a comment in the comment sections below what you're most excited for this new system. If you yourself are a server owner and want this awesome system in your server, look no further, open up the description below and head on over to the Tebex link where you can purchase the system today. A big shout out to our partners over at Code Studio for making the video happen. We really do appreciate the partnership. If you yourself are an avid role player and are looking for a great place to call home, look no further. Project Rogue Roleplay is a server for you. Head on over to www.projectrogueroleplay.com today to get started with our whitelist application. Alternatively, you can visit us at discord.gg/projectrogue. All of the links that were mentioned today are in the description below. Open it up and take a look for yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are at in the world. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.